Hey y'all, it's Melissa. Welcome to MessyMissy Creates. I thought I'd try working in my journal again today. Still have many pages to catch up. So I thought I would just plug away. I left you off with day 7. So I'm going to start on the 8th. This actually, even though it kind of got forgotten about, this was our anniversary. And all the hustle and bustle that was going on, it just kind of got, I don't know. So, I'm not going to say it got overlooked. We did go on that little mini trip back here. So, we just weren't there on our anniversary. So, it was fine. It was our 29th anniversary. And so, I wanted to note it in here. It's funny, I didn't even put it in my notes. I almost totally forgot about it. Like I said, just because there was so much going on. I haven't decided if I want to ink this side yet or leave it. I kind of like this up here. I took a nap. Oh, that was a much needed nap. What day was that? That was a Sunday. We went to church. And I made a video. I finished finishing May. Took a nap. And then my husband cut grass. May or may not have been while I was napping. I'm not sure. But I've been helping him do it. He, the last few times I've push mowed while he got either weed eated or got the big mower and did the front, the big yard. We push mow our backyard. Our front yard is very large, and it's our house sits way off the road, so our front yard is very big, and it takes a while to push mow it. But anyway, so the last time I did it, I did our whole backyard and half of the front yard, which was an accomplishment for me. I think I noted it in my journal because I remember talking about it. But I think this day he just took the big mower and ran over it real quick. The big mower belongs to his dad, or did. And so he has it now. It used to stay up there, so we didn't use it very often. Because he'd have to go up and pick it up and come back and bring it back and then take it back. And so I'm trying to think of what I want to do over here. Well, I'm gonna use some Happy Mail. So there's that. That's something. So let's see. This says, think about something that is currently challenging you or maybe not going your way. Now try and avoid seeing it as a dead end or allowing it to overcome or disappoint you, and try and see if you can perceive it, even if just for a moment, as an adventure or an opportunity to grow from. This came from Allison. She sent me a couple of these. Because, okay, Allison's challenge this month is Happy Mail. So, I'm digging through my little Happy Mail box over here without you. But this kind of, well, it matched better in my head than it actually does on paper. This one may match better. Let's see what else we have in here. Let's see. This might actually work better. It says, isn't it comforting to know that no matter what goes on around us, calmness can remain inside of us, praying his peace permeates your soul today. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, 1 John. And calmness sets in, making me aware of God's love so abundantly. That one, I think, matches this page better. And it's larger. This one also matches. Let's see what it says, if it's more appropriate. I'm praying you are reminded of the secure hope you have in Jesus. I will iron out your doubts and replace your fear with peace if you let him guide the way. Stay the course and trust his promises. This also says, and now I want each of you to extend that same intensity towards a full-bodied hope and keep it at it until till the finish. Don't drag your feet. Be like those who stay the course with committed faith and then get everything promised to them. Hebrews. It says, the world is changed by your example, not your opinion. Wow. Bianca Olthoff. Well, Bianca, you hit that nail on the head. Let's see. What, things were really starting to get bad with my father-in-law at this point. That's why I'm thinking that either one of these will work. Praying his peace. I may use this one first. May save this one for a little bit later on. And oh, there's stickers too. That would be pretty. I'm thinking if I use this and tip it in. Oh, and see, you have journaling spots right here. So, I mean, I could do that on this side or this side. I could put... I'm still thinking I want some color on this background, though. What do you think? And then I have my little lawnmower man. Where's my lawnmower man? Here's my lawnmower man. And I'm not doing a very good job of cutting that out, but all right, let's slow down. It's not a race. So how are you doing? I'm holding up okay. I went back to the clinic yesterday. That was good for me. I met my new primary care doctor yesterday. My primary care doctor left back in March, so that was the last time I saw her. And I really hated that because I really loved her to death. And anyway, she was mine, my husband's, and my in-laws' primary care doctor. So we had it set up to where they could discuss with us, like, their care and stuff like that. So it made it really easy to, you know, for us to help them get medicines, things like that from them. Then I set up with another primary care doctor, and that did not work out so well because I got the notice that she left the practice too. So I'm going to look for some, oh, I'm looking for ink. Hold on. I'm thinking I'm either going to go, I want to see what the orange looks like. Because I'm thinking it's going to be too, that doesn't look horrible. That's more of a pinkier orange. This is more of a yellow orange. But, and then I thought about this turquoise, because I do have turquoise. I think that looks good. It's a complementary color to the orange. So let's go ahead and ink this. And then let me put my paper behind it, wherever it went. It's right here. I need to move this little tassel out of the way or it's going to get ink on it. My little rainbow tassel with the crayons on it. Or my paper clip tassel. Anyhow, so yeah, let me ink this real quick, and I won't use a drying tool. I just want a little bit of ink, a little bit of color, a little splash. Nothing too, I'm not trying to saturate the paper too much. I kind of want it sketchy looking, and that works. Okay, I think that will work. And it's not very much on there, so it should dry really quick. So hopefully it will. Let me put those up. And in the meantime, I think I want this here. Remove that, my little swatches. So if I set, I'm still going to tip this in here. Like that. So I'll need to find some washi. And then I'm trying to decide if I want this over here. And then this right here. Oh, I have a picture. Yeah. I have a big picture that goes on here. And I want to see. Let's see what kind of borders I want. Not a huge border, but I want a little bit of a border. See, it matches this page perfectly. That was not planned, by the way. Oh, I cut that one too close. I'll show it to you in just a second. I had made this little collage for my husband a few years ago for anniversary, so I just reshared it. And it says, "Oh, the places I'll go, ... as long as you're by my side." And these are pictures of us through the years, at different points, and us fishing. Anyway, I love this picture. I love, it's cropped down from a full size from that picture, or one like it, but I love the fact that I'm looking up at him like that. Anyway, I like that. So this is what I was thinking I would do over here. Something like this, maybe. Yeah, maybe like that. And then I do want this turquoise over here because that ties in the turquoise on the pages. And even the little lawnmower man can go here too. But I'm going to put this back here. Yeah, see, it's pretty dry. And then I'll put this up here. I could have cut a smaller one, but I think this will be okay. I was going to say, do I want washi? But I'm going to have to washi that. Hold that thought. Okay. May need to washi this in first. Tip it in first. So, guess what we get to do? We get to hunt through some washi. Now, I want... Where are you? I think I want this one. Because it matches the turquoise, and even though that's kind of a yellow flower, or yellow in the center of the flower, I think it matches perfectly. I have like all these tangerines that would match too. This one would match perfectly. It's a little wider than I need. So I'm just going to go with my first choice and do that. This one would go too, but it looks like I had trouble with it. Yeah, so that one may not work, although I would have liked that one too. But, anyway, so, and I'm hoping, I cleared some storage out on this one. My last two videos have cut off on me, and I've had to piece them together, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time. So, anyway, we'll see. Let me do this. And, well, it already stuck. It just grabbed a hold to the thing. But I think I needed to do this before I glued the stuff behind it. I want it right up to the edge. There we go. And then I'll do the inside as well. And didn't use clear tape, but I think this will be fine. I think it will be fine. Okay, so, but yeah, I mean, we're doing okay. We're trying to organize, orchestrate, whatever, some, you know, care for his mom. And, I mean, one of his aunts is still here, so it's buying us some time, which is, I'm grateful for that. So, we've got a couple people lined up, or we've got an agency lined up that we're going to have somebody come out like 3 days a week, but dang, that's expensive. Oh, I was going to use this washi with this page because I thought it went so well. It does, but it doesn't. It's really red and yellow, but from a distance it looked like this orange, so it's really not. Okay, so we're sticking with the teal because we've got teal accents. Come here, little 8. Let me glue you. And I'm going to put that right up here. And I don't know, I'm rolling on beads, I think. So, anyway, I've got to go up in a little bit and check my mother's blood pressure. I mean, I'm sorry, my mother-in-law. And, I wanted to make a video before I left. I went up there and did that. My husband had gone up and checked on it earlier, and it was a little low, so he wanted me to go up there with our machine and check it, just to make sure it was accurate. So, I'm going to do that, and I have my friend's going to come over and, uh-oh, I did not think about that not fitting there. Well, it fits well enough. And that I really could have put over here, or I could have dropped it down. Let's see. Does it look better down here, maybe? Yeah, I think so. And I overlap that washi a little bit, which that's fine. It'll just hold it on better. But I can write here. That's got a little bit of glue stickiness residue on it. But I can make some lines and journal here, and I can journal here. And let me put, because I know this is going down in the corner, and it's little, and it keeps blowing off. So we're just going to put a little nappy right here. A little nap, and some grass cutting. And I think he can go right here. And then this will fit. And I think that's everything that we did this day. So I wanted that to be kind of front and center. So I'm going to glue it down right there. I loved this collage of us. I did it a few years ago. These pictures were from before I got sick and was paralyzed and all that good stuff. So they're just better pictures. And I don't remember when I did the actual collage, but it was on my Facebook memories. So I just shared it, you know, just on Facebook. Here we go. It got sticky because I didn't flip my paper. And then I'm going to put this happy anniversary up here. And this page will be done because I've got my Happy Mail here. The Happy Mail, the challenge from Allison this month, the item of the month challenge is, I know I had that staggered, but I'm just going to put it, I'm going to center it a little bit right here. And just put it right there. Her challenge of the month, or item of the month challenge this month is Happy Mail. So I used my Happy Mail right here. Of course, I could use more than one piece if I wanted to add a sticker. Let's say I wanted to add one of these stickers. Right here. Well, I don't want it to hide my fish. Okay, well, let's don't use the sticker then. It's good enough. The page is fine, just like it is. Don't mess with it, right? Don't mess with it. So we have a little flip, and that page is done. That didn't take too long. The 9th, I think I have everything for it. Apparently don't have the number and day cut out. But the 10th and the 11th, I sat here this morning and went back over all the days, and I'm just totally drawing a blank. I thought if I filled in the days around it, that I would remember what we did, and I kind of do, but honestly, I think it was a lot of back and forth between being over there with them. There was a day that he went back in the hospital, and I figured out which day that was, so it wasn't that day. But I think it was a lot of going over, like, Tuesday. I'm pretty sure that would have been Tuesday. Wednesday, because Wednesday I probably worked the clinic. Tuesday, I think I worked the clinic Wednesday. Yeah, I did. So Tuesday was probably the day, the 10th, that I was over at his mom and dad's like 4 times, because to meet with like an agency that was going to come sit and take care of them, and then meet the home health care nurse. And I think that was the day that, oh, that was like the assessment or something, and I don't know. Anyway, it was just kind of a conglomeration of, and then the pastor came by, and so I went for that. I don't remember why I went, but anyway, I just remember I went back over there like 4 times that day, and they only live a couple miles up the street, but it was just constant back and forth, so I didn't really get anything else done. So how do you depict that in your journal? Well, I guess mostly just writing. And I will figure those days out when I mean, because that's the next days I'm coming to, but I probably won't do a video on that because there's probably not going to be much to see. Nothing to see here, as they say. Ooh, I'm hot. Okay. So what do I have on this page? I finished sewing in my June journal. I did that without you. And like I said, I was glad I did that because the string broke 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I did laundry. I made a video. And the home health care nurse came. And finally an actual nurse came. Because the other ones had been like people just doing assessments. And so the nurse came and she suggested that we needed hospice. She said he needs more than home health care can provide, and he was terminal, and we knew that. And so she referred us to hospice, and then so I went over there for the nurse visit that day, because, you know, and then hospice was out there by like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So they worked fast. I don't know if I'm even sharing with you. I'm just sitting back on the stool like you can see me. So I'll probably have that like right here, and then maybe this right here. I don't know. I want this here. Maybe, do I want it in the center? If I put it up here, I mean, I can use the inside of this page. It already has lines on it. I can write on this. Do I want to do, perhaps I want to put this here, and then this down here. And then I may just leave that one blank. I mean, it's not blank. It's a picture out of the book. So that's perfectly okay, you know. Oh, I mean, I have laundry. I can put a laundry thing if I can find it. Chores. Where's chores? Bunnies. Apps. Activities. Medical. Emojis. Let's see what I have in my medical stash. Garden. Emojis. Come on, chores. I know you're in here somewhere. I had them alphabetical. I did. I had them. I think I pulled it out to look for something. So let's see if it's in here. One day I made pickles. I wanted to use some of these stickers. Well, I don't know. What was I looking for? Chores. That's it. Oh, I need Happy Meal in here. So, I have all of this. I can put, let me dig. Let's dig. I think I know I want this here. I think I know. Is that a thing? Can you think you know something? I'm gonna look down. I could use the other one of the, I don't want to cover that up. I got these in Happy Mail. And if I didn't put that there, I could use this on here, but I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm happy with this for starters. And then I have stickers that are Happy Mail. Let's see. I have those flower stickers. I have that might be what I put on those that day that's blank. I forgot about him. Yeah, I still have. Okay, so all right, you're not going in. You were just holding a place. I mean, I could put like this label. This came from Hope, and I could put, if I put that there, I could use this label right here. It's kind of got this orange and pink and stuff. Use it here like that, or I could use this like that and write on it, or I could put it in here. So let's glue that 9 on and the Monday. Let's start there, and then because I think that'll work. If not, I have some journaling spots from Happy Mail. I just got to dig a little deeper for them. They're not like right on top. And I'll use those, you know, just on the inside to break up some of the lines on this page. Okay, I like that. And I like this down here. So let's keep going. We're doing good. We're doing, well, I don't know about good, but fairly well. Okay. Let's see, that matches that really well. So that's nice. I could put the nurse right here. Okay, so I kind of liked this right here. So let's do that. I'm not sure what I'm going to write there, but I kind of like that there. And that's from Happy Mail. That's from Hope. These were stickers from Hope. And let me put this one back on right, or at least semi-straight. Okay, so, but what else do I have that I could use? I mean, here, this is all kind of beachy stuff. Doesn't necessarily apply to this page. Although there's some little banners and stuff like that that would work. This is, again, this is from Allison. I want it all, and I want it smothered in whipped cream and chocolate. I might save that one for when my aunt was here, because we went through the drive-thru. She's as much of a ice cream nut as I am. And the little girl with the bunny ears. How cute. And then these are, there's one day at a time. Oh, there's more than one. That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's dig a little deeper. So there was medical, and I could use a medical sticker next to the nurse. All those stickers, not the challenge. I could use a border. I could use, let's look, let's dig. That actually, that would probably match. I don't think I need, because I have the flip. I don't really need the, although that would have been pretty on that page, huh? But I don't really need the flip, I don't need the pocket, because I have, this matches. This was not in Happy Mail, but it matches, and I'm going to use it right there. So that breaks up the paper a little bit. Okay, so I'm not going to use one of these. because I did use something from Happy Mail. So I've met my Happy Mail quota. This I'm going to put right there. Right where I said I was going to. And then... Oh... And then I'm going to put this over here. I like it. So, hey, you can come on in. Will you shut my door? Okay.
Are you doing the video?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to say hey?
Hi, everyone.
This is my friend, Leanne. She came over to work in the pool. I was like, how are you going to work in the pool?
I'm going to listen to a work-related podcast.
Okay, don't get your earbuds wet. What do you think of this?
That's good.
Matches. If I can get it on straight, because it's got all these lines, so you kind of, there's no wiggle room. So I have that like that.
Oh, I like that.
You like that? Mm-hmm. And then I can put this down here. Like here or here. And then, I mean, I could use, this was the day, I was telling them this was the day the nurse came from home health care. And then, oh, I was going to cut out this right here. This was the day that he started with hospice care.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got that. Let me look and see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, laundry, but I couldn't find my laundry clip art. And I think I got the rest of it. So I'll put this on the page somewhere. That was the day that we finally got the home health care nurse to come out. I was just telling them, and because all it had been up to that point is assessments, because he kept going back in the hospital and then it had to start over again. And he kept saying, you come out and ask me all these questions, but nobody's actually done anything for me yet. So this was the first day that the nurse actually came. And then she suggested that we needed more help than they could provide. So, I don't know, where do you think I should put that?
You're asking me?
Yeah. Well, they can't answer me right now.
Well, that's true.
If I was on a live, they could.
Do you like it to show whenever you close
Some
it?
things I do. Yeah, maybe so. So maybe I'll put that down there. Or, I was thinking, it doesn't matter. I
like it there.
You like it there. And then I'll put this down here.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. Because I liked it up around the bed like that. And then I can write here, and I can write here and here and all around. And then this page, I'm just going to leave it because it's a page out of the book. And I'm not going to put anything else on it. It just says old tales to tell. So he was telling some old tales, that's for sure. So,
Do you actually write in here?
Mm-hmm. Eventually. That's the idea. Doesn't always happen, but I do eventually get to it. So, yeah. So, that's good. Okay. So, I'll put that right there in the middle. I kind of like it there. I can sort of tuck it up underneath. Come on, go up underneath there. You were going up underneath there a minute ago. There you go. Okay, because the hospice nurse came out later this day. So they referred, and then this was like at noon, and then that's not. Oh, I do care that it's crooked. Yes, I do care. Thank you for pointing that out before the glue dried. Huh, maybe I need somebody with me all the time when I'm journaling. Okay, is it straight now? Can y'all tell if it's straight? Sometimes if I look in the screen, I can tell better.
I think it is.
Look straight, because I'm not looking at it from overhead. So, yeah, I hadn't even noticed that it wasn't straight. So I'm glad you pointed that out.
The lines are kind of hard to look at. So.
Yeah. And they definitely tell on you. You can't fudge it. So, okay, there's that day.
So can you flip through the others? Is that appropriate for this video?
Yeah. She wants to see the other pages. So I just did this one.
Okay.
And I loved this quote. So, oh, wait. Yes, Happy Mail. I got to use Happy Mail in every page because that's Allison's challenge. Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. So this little sticker came from Happy Mail. I could put something else on here, but I don't think I need anything else. Okay. This day I just did. This was our anniversary, even though it kind of got overlooked and forgotten about. But I had printed off this collage that I had posted a while back, and then a happy anniversary, and he cut grass and I took a nap. Went to church. I made a video. And then this is a good little journaling spot. These are those day springs. So this was, I'd gotten in Happy Mail, but I was reading that to him. I thought that was appropriate. And then this was day 7. I did this the other day. It was the day I made pickles, and this was my Happy Mail. Which I like that saying. This was the day that we stayed with his mom and dad. This was the day that we were coming back from our trip. I didn't finish this, y'all. I never finished it. I just tucked it in. We saw the SS. I think it's the. I said an SS America, but I think it's SS United States. The ship that's over in Mobile. And this is an actual picture of it. They're fixing to sink it off the coast of Florida. Yeah, see, it says United States there. Really? So it's S. Yeah. But it's docked in Mobile while they take it apart and make it EPA approved or whatever. Okay. You know, they take out all anything that would be harmful, but then they're going to sink it off in the Gulf somewhere. So I haven't decided where I wanted that picture and whatever. This page got a little bright and kind of mixed up. But anyway, that was that day. I have a tuck and a pocket right here. These are the people that we met at the...
This girl can talk to a stranger, a wall.
Well, heck, I sit here and talk to my camera.
Yeah, you do a really good job.
And then this was the 3rd. I came back and this little gift was left on my back porch. Ginger gave me this shirt that says easily distracted by plants.
That's sweet.
And then this was a card that she had left. This was the day he had his biopsy. It was the day that my legs started swelling. We were at the hospital with him, so I said, hang in there. That was my Happy Mail piece. So this day, I did...
This whole time I thought you've been saying Happy Meal. Like, my kids don't get that crap. I'd let them keep that stuff.
Happy Mail.
Mail, okay.
It's mail that people have sent me, so it makes you happy, so it's called Happy Mail.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, not Happy Meal. This day, actually Lisa came over and cleaned this day, and I didn't even put anything on there for that. But this was, and this was Carrie's birthday, so the balloons. This was Happy Mail. No. Yeah, it was. And then I made,
granola.
Yes, granola. And this was me with a fragile sticker on my forehead. I made laundry detergent.
Really happy.
Yes, looking very happy and very frazzled. And this is me sitting here pouting.
Okay.
So,
which she does not do very often.
No, but on this day. But I don't know. She didn't really have a pouty face, but...
Her body says she's pouting.
Yes, exactly. That's what I said. Her little arms crossed. Yes. So they looked like they were pouting. So, and then this was the day that... I put the struggle bus because I was on the struggle bus. With the journaling and everything. But that Michael and I got in the pool. And... we visited with family. Family was in town. I started making this journal. And then this, I cut grass. I cut the backyard and part of the front yard. Push mow. Yes. Yeah. So, and then there's the pocket with all my days. And so, yeah, I did those 2 pages pretty quick. That went pretty quick. These 2 days, however, are blank. I'm drawing a blank. I mean, absolute in my notes, drawing a blank.
Is this June?
Yeah, this is June.
Okay, so we're behind.
We are behind, yes. Okay. Well, if it was July, I'd be making it up because it hasn't happened yet. So,
well, I mean,
yes, no, I'm very behind. But see, I don't have notes. I think I worked the clinic this day, and I think this was the day, the 10th was the day that anyway, yeah. So,
well, you can always put you talk to me because that happens every day.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Half my day spent talking to her on the phone. So, That's not entirely true, but it's partially true. Yeah, so this day, I don't know if I have time to do it or not, but this was the day. What is this day? The 12th is a Thursday, so I need a Thursday. Let's see, that's a Tuesday. Of course, I have to cut out right out of the middle. Yeah, I don't have another Thursday. The hospice nurse came, and she was very nice, but she told us that he was full of fluid, even in his belly and everything. And she said, as a hospice nurse, she wasn't supposed to tell us this, but, well, because she lifted his shirt up, and she's like, where's his port? She said, I can drain him. We're like, they never put the port in, like a chest tube, so that they could drain him. And so she recommended that we take him to the hospital and get a drain put in, or he wouldn't make it even 24 hours. So we did that. So we called an ambulance, and he went in, and so we sat at the ER all night that night, and he went in, and they put the port in the next day. And then, okay, so there's the 12th, and I don't know what I already lost my Thursday. There it is. I did manage to make a video this day, somehow, and pick green beans in the morning. She must not have called me that morning, because I actually got something done. I picked some green beans, worked in my garden a little bit, and then before all the chaos started. And anyway, so I've got that, and we called the ambulance, and I had an appointment. So, and then we were at the hospital. That's what usually happens when you call an ambulance. Well, I can't figure out where to start. Yeah, so we've been on a little bit of the struggle bus journaling, and I'm trying to catch up. So anyway, that's where we are, because we had everything going on in company in town, and you know, all the things. So that's why I'm behind.
Well, you have good reason to be behind.
Yes.
That's for sure.
And we've all decided that it's okay to be behind, because we all seem to be behind.
Yes.
You can't journal forward because, well, that would be called a planner. So if you journal backwards, it's called a journal. If you journal about things that you plan or that you're going to do, that's called a planner. But, or unless you have like some, you know, premonition or something, but
so I have a question.
Okay.
It's, well, you know me, I'm gonna have more than one question.
Okay.
But one is, have you ever considered, because I'm trying to think as I'm looking at your journal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen them before,
mm-hmm.
but this one's connecting with me a little bit more. Have you, your purpose for journaling, for instance, might be different than mine.
Okay.
So there's no way in my life that I could do what you're doing.
Correct.
To this degree.
Correct.
Like I could make this book and stuff like that, but mine would look more like those little post-it thing in there where you write in it.
Yes.
Not so much of the pictures that I find and keep and organize and all
Right.
that stuff.
Right.
So that's one question, is have you ever considered, or do people ever have a need or desire to learn, like if they know they're having a time period or they don't have the time to commit, but they want to still do something? So that's my one question. And then my other question is, have you ever thought about doing anything for like scripture or Bible study, or, you know, like a daily, because that's another thing that I would be interested in doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now people do journals like this, and they do them, and they'll do a faith-based Bible study journal or whatever. There's videos, lots of videos on that, actually.
So maybe if your people are interested in that, we can do one for me.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
video it,
What do y'all think about that? Making her a faith journal?
Say yes, y'all.
Say yes, y'all. She said, say yes. Yeah, we can do that. Now, you might want to use different paper. You might want to use more like lined paper, and I don't know if you'd want to get this creative, like with all the scrapbook paper and stuff like that. I mean, would that be hard for you to journal on? Can you, some people, okay, they call it a junk, okay, take away the faith-based one. What you said initially, though, if you weren't doing a daily one, and this would be called a junk journal. So there's some people that do journals like this. They'll use old music pages, maybe not so much scrapbook paper. I like mine colorful. So, but they would use like old music pages and book pages like this. And then they would just maybe document a trip to the beach or like a particular day, not every day.
That's something more doable for me.
Right. They call that junk journaling.
Okay.
So this is called, I don't know who made up the term, but it's called creative daily journaling or creative journaling. But it is a daily journaling.
Somebody who has a lot of time on their hands. Yes.
And most creative daily journalers are not current. I will tell you that. The ones that I watch, they're not current. Now, there are some that do better at it and stay a little more current. Current to me would be only like 2 or 3 days behind.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That would be what I would consider current. Like if I was journaling, what is today, the 26th? If I were journaling the 24th and 5th or 23rd and 4th and 5th or whatever today, that would be current in my book.
Right.
Because it is, because I print up stuff and then like we collect stuff. Like last night we went to Chili's and I have the stuff from the, well, I don't know where it is, but I brought home.
Green beans.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Almost forgot my green beans. That goes on the next day. Somebody ditched a bicycle in our yard. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the next day. So here's my green beans for this day. That's not going to be straight. Okay. It's okay. I'll fix it. And then, I'm not sure what day that goes on. What did you ask me? I forgot.
So, I don't know either, but, well, I can look for some examples of something that would fit, like, what I would want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then also how I think I would want it to be set up with regards to, like, flaps and envelopes. Because, like, I'm trying to learn scripture. And so I might want to have something where I put the card that I'm learning for that week or whatever. You know?
Right. I love this, the City Mouse, Country Mouse. Mm-hmm. This was out of this section of that book. And Ashley and my cousin Ashley and I used to call each other the Country Mouse, City Mouse.
Oh,
she lived in the city and I lived in the country.
Oh, that's cool.
So she was the Country Mouse, I was the City Mouse. I mean, vice versa, sorry. The other way around.
Was that today? I thought green beans was another day.
What am I on? Oh, wait. Why am I on 12?
Because you didn't know anything about the 10th and 11th. I thought you picked green beans on the 9th or something. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, it was the 12th.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. Okay.
The other thing I have a question
about.
about...
It even says 12 on the back.
Oh, hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
The other thing I have a question about, and you can tell me to be quiet because your people may be like...
No, they're probably interested in your questions. I just hope they can hear you.
Oh, I can talk louder. I'm good
I can talk louder.
So my other question is, like, I have several books that I'm looking at potentially getting rid of and possibly
giving to me.
I already gave you. But I'm looking at what you're doing with them and I'm thinking, oh, because I didn't realize you used them. I don't think I've seen a journal where you've actually
used a book
on top of a book page.
Okay, I gotcha.
Or used a book.
I gotcha.
And so, so I might want your help in looking at some books and deciding like what's a good one to keep or how you might use it.
So AKA those books that I showed you that my friend gave me that she might be taketh away again.
She might. Or maybe just get some of the pages out.
Yeah. No, we can make you a junk journal.
Okay.
and you pick out the book. And the thing is, I'm going to close this because I'm not going to finish this page today. But we have it to start with next time. I like this size. You have to, when you hold a book, you'll know. And they all know what I'm talking about. When you hold a book, you know by its feel that you love it.
Okay.
Like, for example, I don't know if it's up there. It might be up. Oh, no, it's not. It's up on that top shelf. You can't get it down. Okay.
Did you love that old textbook that I gave you?
Yes. Well, and it's right over, I forgot where I just put it. I think I put it under that stack. But this is like the size that I use. So this is usually I use like a 9 by 6.5, or this is a 9.5 by 7. So this is a little bit bigger than I normally use.
Right.
But I try to stick to that range. Now, some people like to use like the golden books.
Yeah.
Because they like to work smaller. I like to work bigger because I write bigger, and, you know, everything, you know, I like to use. I have some big stuff like this, and I like to be able to use it. So, anyway.
Okay.
But, yeah, we'll make her a junk journal and let her pick out the book, and I'll bring y'all along. How about that? Does that sound like fun?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, I will, I'm going to end this here, and we'll pick back up with, if I can remember what I did on the 10th and 11th, we'll do that. If not, we'll start back here at the 12th and move forward and in the next video. So I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate all your kind comments and your well wishes and your prayers and your thoughts and your patience. And I appreciate you being here and watching and all the things. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Y'all have a great day. Bye.